What's going on, everybody? I'm John Opinion Sports. We have a couple things to talk about today. Kind of an extension from my video yesterday, you could say. But the Giants have filled their tight end coach opening. They hired Andy Bischoff. This guy has been coaching since 1993. I read that he got his start in the CFL. He finally broke in the NFL in 2013 as a Chicago Bears tight end coach. He then bounced around a bit. He went to the Ravens, Texans, all tight end coach jobs, by the way. So 9 years of experience exclusively as a tight end coach. That sounds good to me. I'll take it. He also has helped Mark Andrews go from a third-round tight end to all-pro last season. So, that's not bad to have on your resume. But the main reason I'm making this video is to talk about another candidate for defensive coordinator. I made a video yesterday about 3 guys that were interviewed, and after I released that video, an article pops up on my phone that Steve Wilks is another candidate. I just can't win. So I figured I'd give my thoughts on Steve Wilks possibly being the next defensive coordinator, give a little background on what he's achieved. Before I get into all that stuff, I just got to say I love the kind of candidates the Giants are interviewing this offseason. They are all qualified coaches who've been around the block. And I've said before, I feel it's so important to have an old head in here. Not only because this defense can be really good, but because Coach Dable is a first-time head coach. I want someone on the staff that's able to help him with situations that Dable hasn't encountered. And things will pop up. It will happen. Wilks was maybe only a 1-year head coach at Arizona, but it was a mess there. And I'm sure there was many lessons learned from that experience. The guy had 1 season with Josh Rosen, though, to be fair. Then he gets canned. The Cardinals organization should be ashamed of themselves for firing him like that. No one deserves to be fired after 1 season. But let's talk a little bit about Wilks. Honestly, he kind of just flew up, the ranks pretty quickly to his 1 head coach gig. And after his hellish 1 year, he doesn't even get a coordinator job anywhere after he was fired. It made no sense to me. These are the type of things that make the NFL look awful right now. But Wilks was in the NFL from 2006 to 2019. He's been a position coach and defensive coordinator as well as head coach. Twice he was a defensive coordinator with the Browns and the Carolina Panthers, I believe. I think he was also an assistant coach, I read somewhere, for a little while. He came in the league as a secondary coach, and he just flew up the ranks for the most part. I always take a little interest in coaches and front office executives that kind of just zip right up. I think it tells you something. There's something to that. But I'll say, if he's hired, I expect the secondary to look really good during his entire tenure here. He's played under some good head coaches as well. Ron Rivera, Lovie Smith, Norv Turner. There's an old name, Norv Turner. He has a win-loss record of 126 wins to 97 losses. And, this guy wasn't exactly on the Patriots staff here. So, middle-of-the-road teams, and however much part he had in it, they were winning franchises. But if Steve Wilks gets the job, I'd support it. I still like Jim Schwartz the most out of all these candidates. But even if the Giants don't hire Steve Wilks, this man needs to be a coach somewhere in the NFL. Someone needs to give the man a job. But I think Steve Wilks could come in and get what he needs from the players on the defense. He is a no-nonsense kind of coach from everything I've read up on him, and he just looks like a serious guy. I read that he's one of them kind of coaches that demands accountability. Unlike Patrick Graham, who is seems like more of a friendly player kind of coach. I will say this though, we need better effort from this team. There was games at the end of last season where James Bradbury looked like he was sleepwalking out there. No more of that shit. Honestly, the defense needs to be the rock for this team until the offense can get up on their feet. There's going to be a lot of new young tight ends, linemen here next season, and it's going to take time to gel. Enough of the defense starting the season out lackadaisical. Joe Judge lost me last year with the statement that the first few games are extensions of the preseason. No more of that. The regular season is a regular season, and we need our defense week 1 to be competing and giving our offense a chance to compete in some close games. When you're down 10, 14 points early, you have to completely abandon the game plan. And the quarterback starts getting killed because you're passing too much. We need a defense to give us a chance to run the ball. And, this is a two-way street. Kind of went down a little rabbit hole there, something I probably need to get off my chest. But listen, if Steve Wilks is the hire, I'm good. I'm good with that. Or any of the other guys. I like them all. I think no matter which direction the Giants decide to go, who they choose, we're going to get a good defensive coordinator, and bravo Bravo, that's all I gotta say. But listen, thank you guys for supporting the channel recently. I'm doing YouTube full time now. It's my passion. I love it. At the moment, it don't pay well, but my situation at the moment allows me to make a swing at this thing. I'm all in on the Giants. I'm all in on you guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe. I'm going to have daily content all the way up till the start of the regular season next year. But subscribe, and stay safe and warm. It's pretty cold out. Peace.